Video disc jockey. Hello, Loveland, Mainville, and Goshen, Ohio. I'm not making this up. What I'm telling you, what I'm getting ready to tell you is true, 100% true. If you study, listen to me closely, if you study less than 12 hours a day, comprehend this. If you study less than 12 hours a day, you will not pass the bar exam to become a medical doctor, an MD. Now, when I was about 12, 13 years old, my first cousin Randy, his friend Phil came over one evening. This is when it was back in the 70s. Anyway, his friend Phil was a few years, my cousin was 3 years older than me, and Phil was 2 or 3 years older than him, and he was going to go to medical school. He had just graduated from high school. I'll never forget him telling this. And if you don't believe me, you can Google that. Anyway, Phil said, I won't have no social life. I'll have to study 12 hours a day. Now that's how hard it is to become a doctor. I'm not making this up, folks. So if you're going to I'm not trying to scare kids. A lot of kids have a dream of doing this, or people in high school. I'm not trying to scare anybody out of becoming, but prepare yourself. If you want to become a doctor, a medical doctor, if you study less than 12 hours a day, you will not pass your bar exam. You will not become a doctor. Now, that's how powerful a God we have. Think, to make a body that complex. My body, your body is that complex. Now, my aunt, some years ago, my uncle went to a yard sale. And have you ever seen a Mayo medical book? There was one there for, I think it was $30. Now, it's about a foot, probably about a foot, I'm not making this up, probably about 10,000 pages, and it was about a foot deep. It was so heavy, kind of oblong to carry. My aunt had it in storage and in the house. I was wanting to go through it. It was so awkward to carry because it was more awkward than heavy, but still heavy. It probably weighed about 30 pounds. I'm not making this up. Carrying it to the living room, and I dropped it on the couch. That's how heavy it is. Probably about 10,000 pages. I went through it on and off for several months. I thought, I'm going to try to study, I did. I'm going to see what it would be like to be in medical school. And believe me, this book was so big. If you would have memorized everything in the Mayo, I think it's based in Florida. And I looked at when I opened up the front of it, big, huge book. When I opened up the front of it, a whole board of physicians endorsed this book. It probably was 25 or 30 doctors, MD, board, MD. So it was certified Mayo medical book. If you would have studied that book, you probably could have went and passed your bar exam. I mean, it had. I try to remember how many pages it was. Like 10,000. Huge. Huge book, about 10,000 pages, and I went through every chapter. That's been back in 2005. Now just think of this. So I say about 2005. If I would have kept studying that book up to today, it'd been 11 years, I probably would have had enough brain education from that book alone, probably to pass the bar exam to become a medical doctor. That's how big that Mayo medical book was. I'm not kidding you. 12 hours a day minimum. Anything less, you will not pass the bar.